In the Boxing Day, India were knocked out on the final day with chasing a target of 340. It was always going to be an uphill task for Team India, but with the memories of Gaba still fresh in the mind of Indian fans, there was still a sliver of hope that India could pull off a miracle once again, but that was not to be. Chasing a target of 340. India very meekly surrendered and were all out for just 155. Once again, the top order not firing, the top order of the veteran batters not firing. The one person but who stood up was Yashasvi Jaiswal. Like in the first innings, he also scored 84 here until a very controversial decision from the TV umpire led to his wicket, and with that was curtains for Team India. They were looking to draw this game at least, if not a win, but that Jaiswal wicket pretty much sealed the deal in Australia's favour, and Australia eventually winning the game by 154 runs and taking a 2-1 lead in the series heading into the final test at Sydney. Taking a look at the match summary here, Australia in their first innings scored a mammoth 474, riding primarily on Steven Smith's 140, but in the second innings, Jasprit Bumrah, again pick of the bowlers, 4 wickets in the first innings and 5 wickets in the second, had Australia under the pump. They were all out for 234, thus restricting the damage, and Australia were able to set up a target of only 340 with pretty much the entire day 5 given for India to bat. From Indian perspective, 369 is what they scored in reply to Australia's 474. Again, the notable contribution from Nitish Kumar Reddy, scoring his maiden test 100 in the Boxing Day test, a beautiful 114 alongside Washington Sundar's 50. But then again, the biggest talking point was the failure of the top order here. In the second innings, the matters were even worse as they were bundled out for 155. At one point in time, India were 33 for 3 with Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul all back in the hut, but the innings was pretty much held up by Yashasvi Jaiswal as he tried to bat and he tried to fight his way through to yet another 100, but that was not to be. A controversial decision in late in the day when Yashasvi Jaiswal tried to hook a short delivery from Pat Cummins. The decision went up to the TV umpire after the on-field umpire had turned down Australia's appeal. A TV replay showed there was a slight deflection when the ball hit his gloves, but there was no spike in the sneakometer, again leading to a lot of controversies around the entire dismissal and the veracity of technology, how foolproof it is. But eventually the call was rested on the third umpire's decision, and his decision was final, and within 10-15 minutes of Jaiswal's wicket, Indian tail was wrapped up for 155 only. Pat Cummins once again the chief destructor with the ball, taking 3 wickets in both the innings, and remember he also contributed vital with the bat, scoring 49 in the first innings and 41 in the second innings as well. Looking at the batting scorecard, a very sorry looking scorecard. Yashasvi Jaiswal scoring 84 of 208 deliveries. The only, in a way, the defensive technique of the Jaiswal coming to the fore there, only batter to really try and bat out the day. Rohit Sharma lasted 40 deliveries, looked solid in defense but could not capitalize on that start, scoring just 9. KL Rahul went for a good delivery from Pat Cummins for a duck. Virat Kohli again fetching an outside off delivery, going for 5. Pant stuck around for a while for 30, but then again a brain fade movement and he tried to hit Travis Head out of the park, only to give a long hop delivery just to the hands of Mitchell Marsh, and after that there was no real resistance from the lower order itself, from be it Ravindra Jadeja or Nitish Reddy or even Washington Sundar for that matter, remaining unbeaten on 5. From a bowling point of view, Mitchell Starc picked up 1 wicket while Cummins and Scott Boland picked 3 wickets each. Nathan Lyon contributing 2 and Travis Head with that very crucial wicket of Rishabh Pant that in a way was the turning point on day 5. What this means is that India are now going to Sydney Test with a deficit of 1-2 with the Border-Gavaskar Trophy on the line for them as well. But more importantly, what does it do to Team India and their chances for the WTC qualification scenario? As you can see, India has slipped down to 3rd with their percentage point going down to 52.78. This eventually means Australia have a very good chance now to make it to the final, where South Africa have already made it, and for India they have to not only win the Sydney Test but hope Australia gets beaten in Sri Lanka by a margin of 2-0 or even 1-0. Then the permutation combinations will come into play. But for now, for India, for Rohit Sharma, for for Virat Kohli and others, it's the Sydney Test, where they can salvage some pride and try and retain the Border-Gavaskar Trophy by winning the Sydney Test.